Okay, we live in a world that is just designed to distract us, right? But what if I told you there's a super simple framework that can make anyone, and I mean anyone, stop in their tracks and listen to you? Let's dive in and break it down.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. Your friend, a coworker, maybe even a potential customer. What if you had a secret weapon that could stop them from scrolling and actually make them listen to what you have to say? Well, that's exactly the promise we're going to unpack right now.
Because here's the deal, this is it, the brutal, honest truth about our attention spans today. You've got about 3 seconds.
And that's it. Before they swipe away, gone forever. Just lost in that endless scroll. It feels like a losing battle, I know, but trust me, there's a way to win.
And here's the secret. Winning this thing isn't about having the loudest voice or the flashiest graphics. Nope. It's all about tapping into a really simple, kind of weird quirk of our own psychology. You ready to find out what it is?
All right, so the secret is this framework that's built on something your brain just hates. It absolutely cannot stand an unfinished story.
And this is what we call the open loop. Think of it as the art of creating a curiosity gap. It's pretty simple, actually. You start a story, you introduce an idea, but you intentionally save the ending for later. You just leave them hanging.
This quote just nails it. It's like a puzzle with one piece missing. You know that feeling, right? You've got this beautiful picture, almost done, but there's that one empty space staring at you. It's almost physically annoying, isn't it? You just have to find that piece and finish it.
That's because our brains are hardwired to crave closure. An open loop is basically an unfinished to-do item for your brain, and it will not rest until it checks that box. It's the exact reason you binge watch an entire season of a show, right? That cliffhanger at the end of an episode makes you desperate to know what happens next.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually use this, like right now? Well, let's get practical and look at 3 easy ways to create a hook.
So what's really cool is we can break this down into 3 super simple, actionable steps. We'll start with easy mode and work our way up to challenge mode. First up, let's talk easy mode, the text hook. Try this today. Send a friend a text that says something like, "Oh my God, you will never guess what I just saw," and then just put your phone down. That's it. That silence, that cliffhanger, creates an open loop that they will be dying to close. You're basically guaranteed a reply. All right, next up is media mode, the wait for it pause. This one's for real-life conversations. The next time you're talking to someone, say, I learned something absolutely crazy today, and then just stop talking. Pause for like 3 seconds. Just watch what happens. They'll literally lean in, totally focused, just waiting for you to close that loop. And finally, we've got challenge mode. This is perfect if you're making a video or writing something. You start with a big hook, something like, "I finally figured out the secret to making the perfect cup of coffee, and trust me, it is not what you think." See? By saving that answer for the very end, you've created this huge irresistible loop that makes your audience stick around to find that final puzzle piece.
Okay, so we've opened a bunch of loops, we've seen how they work, so I think it's time we close the one we started, right? Let's get to the main takeaway.
And here it is, the most important thing to remember. Attention isn't something you can demand from people. It's something you have to earn. And you earn it by creating a tiny little question in their mind. That small gap in their knowledge, it works like a vacuum, pulling their focus right to you. It makes your message not just something they hear, but something they're actually waiting for.
Look, this isn't just some sneaky psychological trick. It's a really powerful tool for communicating better with everyone. So I'll close our loop by opening one for you. What's the first loop you're going to open?